If your hydraulic disc brakes are squeaking or not performing as they should, it might be time to replace the brake pads. However, before diving into the task, take a moment to watch this video on how to eliminate squeaky brakes on your bicycle, as simply swapping out the pads might not fully address the issue. Disc brake pads are made up of a braking material and a metal backing plate, which helps disperse heat and provides added rigidity to the pad. There are three main types of brake pad materials. Organic. These pads are made from non-metallic fibers like rubber, glass, and Kevlar, bonded together with resin. They are the most affordable option and deliver sharp braking performance. However, they wear out quickly and lose effectiveness during prolonged use, such as on downhill runs due to heat buildup causing brake fade. Some disc rotors are specifically designed for use with organic pads. To learn more about disc rotors, watch this video. Sintered. Constructed from metal particles fused together under heat and pressure, these pads are durable and excel in demanding conditions like steep descents requiring continuous braking. While they are longer lasting, they tend to be more expensive and don't offer the same sharpness as organic pads during regular rides. Semi-metallic. A blend of organic and metallic fibers. These pads offer a balance of characteristics. They last longer than organic pads and provide better stopping power than sintered pads in everyday conditions. However, they wear faster than sintered pads and aren't as sharp as organic pads. Disc brake pads come in various shapes and sizes to match specific brake systems. While replacement pads must be compatible with your brakes, they don't need to be the same brand as the ones currently on your bike. Some brake pads feature cooling fins designed to improve heat dissipation. However, these fins offer little to no benefit for everyday riding. Brake pads can retract once the brake lever is released, a function enabled by an external spring positioned between the pads. When removing your old pads, check for the presence of the spring and ensure it is refitted if needed. For optimal braking performance, it's a good idea to replace the rotor along with the brake pads. Long nose pliers, useful for straightening the retaining clip. Allen keys or torque wrenches, useful for removing and refitting the retaining bolt. Flat plastic or wooden tool or flathead screwdriver, useful for pushing hydraulic pistons back into place. Isopropyl alcohol and a clean cloth, used to thoroughly clean the caliper before fitting the new pads and to clean the rotor. If you have a bike stand, secure your bike on it. If not, simply turn the bike upside down to access the brake system easily. Remove the wheel. Take a flat plastic or wooden tool or a screwdriver if you don't have one, and carefully insert it between one of the pads and the piston. Gently press the pad towards the other pad, which will push the piston back into the caliper. Repeat the same process on the other side. If there is a snap retainer on the retaining bolt, remove it. Unscrew and remove the bolt. If your retainer uses a split pin, use the long nose pliers to straighten the pin's end. Slide the pin out. Remove the pads and spring from the caliper, making sure to note which side they were installed on, as some retaining systems are not centered. Start by cleaning the caliper with isopropyl alcohol and a clean dry cloth. Position the spring between the pads and hold them together. For most fin brake pads, it's important to install them in the correct orientation for optimal heat dissipation. The pads will be labeled left and right, so be sure to fit them accordingly. Slide the pads into the caliper. Next, reattach the retaining bolt followed by the snap retainer. Or refit the split pin and secure it by bending back the long end. Now either replace or clean the disc rotor. Reinstall the wheel. Finally, it's time to adjust the brakes. My video guide here will walk you through the process. And that's it! You can now easily replace the pads on your hydraulic disc brake. Thanks for watching. I'd love to know if the tips in this video were helpful and how things went with replacing the pads on your hydraulic disc brakes. Feel free to leave your feedback in the comments below. Your support truly means a lot. Thank you for your subscribing, liking, commenting and sharing my videos across social media and forums. If you'd like to support the channel further, you can become a member for some great perks and to help the channel grow. Just click the become a member icon on the screen to learn more. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next video.